Well, ladies and gentlemen, there again you are looking at a live shot of the WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. Stone Cold rumored to be there to plead his own case tonight, and it's a special meeting by the board of directors as we take you now live to Stamford for this update.
Good evening, everybody. Of course, I am the coach, and I'm standing by here live tonight at the WWE headquarters right here in Stamford, Connecticut, where in just a matter of moments, the board of directors will meet behind these very doors to decide the fate of one Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, we have not yet seen or heard from Mick Foley, who originally called for this meeting, have not seen Stone Cold Steve Austin, who was invited to attend this meeting, but what we do know is that it's rumored that one member of the board of directors will argue for Stone Cold Steve Austin's return to Raw. That member rumored to be none other than Linda McMahon. It's also been rumored that one member of the board of directors will argue against Stone Cold Steve Austin's return to Raw. Oh, Mr. McMahon, excuse me just for a second. I was just telling everybody at home that your wife, Linda McMahon, is going to argue tonight for Stone Cold to come back to Raw. Do you have any idea who may argue against Stone Cold coming back to Raw?
Well, it's someone I understand who's extremely articulate, and someone who will present a very fair point of view, a very unbiased point of view, but yet someone who knows Stone Cold extremely well. And that individual also apparently has a great deal of influence with the board of directors, and the person to whom you make reference is me.
Now, that's very interesting. So I just have one more question before you go in there, if you don't mind. You're the chairman, the owner of the WWE. Yeah. Why don't you just take care of this whole situation yourself? You have the final say.
Well, I probably could do that, but see, since we've become a public company, things have changed just a little bit. I mean, there's a certain formality that I have to go through with the board of directors. I mean,
I understand.
I do have my influence, and, normally 9 times out of 10, they see things my way, not always. Quite frankly, I'm being modest. It's almost unanimous that they'll see things my way. I'm certain of this, so have yourself a good day, okay?
Well, thank you.
One other thing, I like your hat.
Thank you very much. And I have no doubt that the board of directors tonight will come to a very fair and just decision. Mr. McMahon, once again, I appreciate the time. How did your testimony go with the board of directors?
I think it went moderately well. I mean, first let me say that the points I really wanted to make from the very beginning is Stone Cold Steve Austin's enormous contributions to the WWE. I mean, let's face it, he's done things for World Wrestling Entertainment that no one in history's ever done. And that was the first thing that I wanted. I wanted to applaud Stone Cold, giving the devil his due. But then again, it's like, you just can't allow someone like this who gave us his all at one time, but come on, we're a corporation. We have to move on. We have stockholders to be beholden to. You can't live in the past. I've got to look to the future, okay? And surely there's no place, there's no place for this beer-swilling, foul-mouthed, hand-gesturing, over-aggressive bully here in the W. There's no place for it, and you know full well what it's like to be attacked by Stone Cold unnecessarily. So to even consider giving him his old job back is absolutely ludicrous. It's preposterous for the board to consider that. And it's basically what I said in a very unbiased, professional way.
Now, Mr. McMahon, as a broadcast journalist, I have to ask you this next very difficult question. How do you account for the fact that over 1 million people signed the petition to bring Stone Cold back?
Well, I account for that very easily. Because if there's one individual who history will say gave the fans everything they wanted, it's me. I bleed WWE. I give them what they want all the time. At the same time, I'm sort of like a father figure. And when you consider our fans, sometimes I think of them as children. And I don't mean that in a disparaging way. If you ask a child, what would you like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, in all likelihood, they would say candy. Candy, candy, candy. Well, no. Yet we know as responsible adults, and as the chairman of the board, it's my responsibility to give the fans what they want, but also what's best for them. And what's best for them is for Stone Cold not to return to World Wrestling Entertainment in any fashion whatsoever. That's what's best, if you'll excuse me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, there you have it. The case against Stone Cold Steve Austin has been presented. Linda McMahon is up next with the case for Stone Cold to return to Raw. Reporting live from the WWE headquarters right here in Stamford, Connecticut, I am the coach.